Hallo und willkommen zu Lonestar. Wir spielen Agatha Christie, die ABC Murders. Gut, wir wollten ja Jeb anrufen. Das haben wir schon angesehen. Da hinten gibt es noch was. Na, der andere ist weg. Hastings. Den Spiegel haben wir schon geschaut. Das haben wir schon gesehen, dieses schreckliche Buch. Müssen wir es echt nochmal anschauen.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
So, welchen Buchstaben haben wir?
Churston, Devon, population 500 inhabitants. Hourly of trains. London, Churston. Trains of evening. London, 6:45 p.m. Newton about, 11 a.m. Churston, 11:45 a.m. London, 11:45 p.m. Newton about, 6:08 a.m. Churston, 7:15 a.m.
Haben wir noch was Neues? Sieht nicht so aus. Zeitung hatten wir gelesen. Schauen wir mal an den Schreibtisch. Er sieht ganz schön klein aus hinter seinem Schreibtisch. Na, nehmen wir halt das Telefon.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Doncaster.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
Alexander Bonaparte Cast.
You shouldn't travel today.
ABC.
You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Hey, Hastings.
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Er ist doch viel näher bei der Tür. Ob eine neue Zeitung gekommen ist?
It is not the right time.
Ah, in den Spiegel dürfen wir nicht schauen, aber da liegt doch noch irgendwas oben drauf. Hier bitte den Brief mitnehmen.
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long, ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
Ja, das wissen wir doch jetzt schon auswendig. Hm?
Poor Mr. Poirot.
The fourth letter from ABC announces a crime in Doncaster on September the 11th. The killer will never stop. He is more than determined. Was macht er, wenn er bei Z angekommen ist? Und gibt es eigentlich mit jedem Buchstaben einen Ort? Ich glaube, die haben wir alle schon gesehen.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin. It's highly probable that... Yes, and it... On the one hand, after Go to the last.
Haben wir schon gesehen.
Sometimes. 3. This
Muss man einzeln wegklicken. Ich glaube, wir müssen uns an den Tisch setzen, um die Briefe zu vergleichen. Thinking. Also
Let
fangen
us
wir wieder
examine
an.
this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
Der Vergleich ist etwas umständlich.
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory. Yes, this I is weird. Right. Let us compare the...
Und dann noch mit dem W.
Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory. The W is not printed properly. Right.
Das war
Let
hier
us com-
genauso. Also hier das
Of
W.
course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
Was ist denn mit Hastings los? So schlecht drauf. Decipher the burned documents.
Now, down to work. All of this needs putting in order a little.
Thinking. Soll ich mal dazu schmeißen?
If someone has tried to get...
Oder ist es das? Ich glaube, kann ich die irgendwie benutzen jetzt?
This piece should be placed here.
Kann ich die irgendwie drehen? Das ist ja sehr seltsam. Kann ich die drehen oder was? Und ist das ein Zettel? Also hier ist eine Ecke. Sind das alle Schnipsel, die es gibt? Weil ich bin mir nicht sicher, wie das funktionieren soll hier.
It's so simple.
Ja, von wegen.
This page is child's play. This page is finished. That's done. 3 more to go.
Das ist sehr seltsam hier.
I think that this is... This page is finished.
Naja, aber sehr grob
And that's 2
irgendwie.
done. It's easier than I thought.
Very strange. Okay. Das ist unten.
This page is finished. Only 1 more.
One more. Ah, so,
This
oben die
piece should be
Ecke.
placed here. I think that this is right. This page is finished. All the pages are reconstructed.
So, was müssen wir jetzt machen?
A dry cloth. A bottle of solvent. A dry cloth. A bottle of solvent. The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Erst drüber wischen.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Comside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Read the reconstructed documents? Oder was war da gestanden?
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine. Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking. Alexander Bonaparte Cust. While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia.
Das ist der Typ, den wir da immer wieder mal sehen in den Zwischensequenzen.
Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Where do the burnt documents come from? Ja, das wissen wir doch vom Arzt. Bexhill is a very popular seaside resort. Mrs. Asher's name is visible on the burnt documents. Zora Gray saw a door-to-door salesman coming towards the house on the day of the murder. There were many people in Churston on the day of the murder. Sir Carmichael's Clark's medical records have been consulted recently. All the victims suffered from throat afflictions. The documents came from the Dr. Clark's patient's records. Woher
The
sonst?
burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very good questions.
Answer the telephone. Coming. Ja, Hastings geht auch nicht ran.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Den haben wir vorhin gelesen. Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust? How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Doncaster. Aber war das Black Swan Hotel? Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Oder war es nur Doncaster? Haben wir da mehr gewusst? Ich kann mich nicht mehr erinnern. Da war irgendwas mit dem Hotel, oder? Also das nicht. London auch nicht.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Encourage Jeb? Call instead of Jeb? Ja, das stimmt eigentlich nicht, was er gesagt hat, ne?
Chief Inspector, I would rather call myself.
Was?
As you wish. Please go ahead.
Ach so, wir sollen selber anrufen.
Hello, the Black Swan. Hercule Poirot here. May I speak to the owner?
Speaking. Dick Dudley Dunbar. How can I help you?
Is there Mr. Cust among your guests?
He arrived today. Shall I call him for you?
Das war auch der Typ auf der Liste doch, oder?
No, it is you I wish to speak with.
But who is this Cust?
Say that he's a killer, a crook. Ask if he has heard about the investigation.
Have you heard about the ABC case?
Oh, yes. I must say I'm not all that reassured. What with my name starting with D and all that.
You're in danger. Beware of your guest.
Do you think that Cust might be dangerous? Oh, I do hope you're wrong. He seems so harmless, you know. Oh, yes, completely harmless.
Warn him that Cust is dangerous. Put the danger into perspective. Cust is only a suspect. Es könnte ja auch das nächste Opfer sein.
We must not overestimate the danger. After all, we are not absolutely sure he is guilty.
What should I do?
Naja, overpower ihn mal lieber nicht.
Watch him. If he leaves the hotel, watch where he is heading. I'll call the police in Doncaster immediately. When they arrive, keep out of the way.
Oh, indeed. I shall keep out of the way. I have a bad heart, you see, and a big shot could kill me. Thank you for having warned me.
Hello, Poirot. We have some good news. The police in Doncaster have caught our man at the Black Swan Hotel. They're sending him here by train. While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury guest house?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cuss transfer.
I understand. À bientôt. Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our number 1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you are so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
Ach, deswegen war er so schlecht drauf. Naja, kann man ja verstehen.
To Marbury Guest House, please.
Die Stimme vom Chap finde ich immer so ein bisschen, naja, weiß nicht, ob da nicht irgendwas fehlt. Also die anderen Stimmen sind sehr gut gemacht. Bei der bin ich mir nicht so sicher, ob die so passt. Ja, Kitty! Ich glaube, wir sind schon da.
Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name, in Cheshire.
Marbury, okay, eine Nacht, 10 Pfund, eine Woche, 50 Pfund, ein Monat, 150 Pfund, oder? Ja.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
Und vor allen Dingen hat er den ABC-Case vorher gar nicht gekannt. Und mach mal bitte den Motor aus, ne? Also. Vermutlich der König.
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
A cushion with hairs. Cat portrait.
There is
A
no
cock
need
and
to
the
worry
end of a
about the
string,
household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Was haben wir noch? Können wir sie
How
nicht
do
vorher
you do?
anschauen?
You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jubb told me that you might be coming.
Tell her that she is of great help. Get annoyed seeing her peel potatoes. Wieso sollte ich mich deswegen aufregen?
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help
Proud.
you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Ask her how she knew about the ABC. Congratulate her for her observation. Ich glaube, ja, das wird ja am meisten schmeicheln.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said.
Das wissen wir auch.
And then
dass das
he was in
stimmt.
Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Ask where the stains were. Ask if it was blood.
Do you think it was blood?
Well, when I saw them, I thought, look, he spilled his wine or his soup all over himself. But now that I think about it, Well, they did look like blood.
Könnte aber auch sein
That's
eigenes
used
gewesen
to
sein.
travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always well on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah, I remember one thing. Bexhill's by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cast asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Naja. Find out that Bexhill is not the only seaside resort. Ask her to continue.
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Ask when he started buying newspapers. Ask her for more details about the newspapers. Weiß nicht. Ist vielleicht beides interessant. Das könnte was damit zu tun haben, ab wann er sich verfolgt gefühlt hat. Und das könnte was damit zu tun haben, in was für Zeitschriften er da, in was für Zeitungen er da reingeschaut hat. Nehmen wir vielleicht erstmal das.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churchton. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
Also erst bei einem späteren Mord.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
Ich habe den Schlüssel nicht mitgenommen.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Echt? Ich habe so schnell nicht lesen können.
I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Wirklich?
This woman appears to be in a good mood.
Ja, sie lächelt. Welcoming smile. Smooth movements, okay.
I really would like to help, but I think I've said all I have to say.
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel. I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Echt? Ich hätte mich doch vielleicht erst gerne umgeschaut.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder? Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favor. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
Mr. Fishman. Ja, ich bin mir sicher, dass das illegal ist. Oder be understanding. Was machen wir? Ja, was haben wir davon, wenn wir sagen, dass es illegal ist? Oder sagen wir, wiegen wir sie in Sicherheit? Ah, komm.
You rented the same room to 2 people. Very profitable, but quite illegal.
But I didn't harm anyone. I was only helping everybody out.
Sorry, aber das musste jetzt sein. Okay, das ist ja sehr übersichtlich, vor allen Dingen die Waschecke. Ah, der Bart sitzt sehr schön. Cough Medicine.
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Ja, sieht nicht gut aus für den ABC hier. Sedative.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Active Ingredients, Chloroform war drauf gestanden. Okay. Können wir uns nochmal anschauen.
I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative.
5 minims per fluid ounce. Ipecac? Keine Ahnung. Ammonium Chloride. Menthol. Shake well. Adults. 1 teaspoon every hour for 6 doses until 1 teaspoon. Then 1 teaspoonful every 2 hours for... Irgendwas.
ABC guides. Enough to sign about a dozen murders. All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date. Most probably the bathing dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Ja, das sind zu viele Hinweise hier und da wird auch die Schreibmaschine rumstehen. Aber die kann auch dieser Mr. Fishbone oder wie er geheißen hat, hergebracht haben, als er hier war.
War of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction. It's an ABC.
Ein Messer.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon.
Ja,
This
oder ein
subject would
Steakmesser.
probably be useful to me.
Ja, there are too many clues.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a red field typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Er wurde dabei hinbestellt und die Schreibmaschine wurde ihm auch zur Verfügung gestellt. Also, suspicious.
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
Oder der Fischi.
Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury. I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Da steht er. Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you.
Something is blocking the ribbon. The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it. The ribbon is jammed. Something is blocking.
Ja.
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it. Something is blocking the ribbon.
Ja. Okay.
The right-hand heel has been removed.
Dann machen wir das auf der anderen Seite auch noch.
The left-hand heel has been removed. Something is blocking the ribbon.
Something is blocking the ribbon. Können wir es jetzt vielleicht in der Mitte rausnehmen? Naja.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC.
Ja, ich hab's ja schon gesehen.
I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes. All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Ja, das sieht schlecht für dich aus.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
Wieso ist so total ordentlich? Da liegt halt eine Hose, Scruffy Coat. Achso, ist eine Jacke. Slightly misaligned bed. Oh, ganz schlimm.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Ach, so schlimm ist es nicht. Da kenne ich viel Schlimmeres, wenn ich da nur mal bei mir um die Ecke gucke. Haben wir jetzt alles?
It's closed. ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Kann ich es irgendwie drehen? Es gäbe noch was zu sehen, sagt er.
ABC guys. It's closed. It's closed.
Ja, ja. Hm. Ach so, okay.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings. Stockings.
Aha, man sieht aber ziemlich schlecht da rein. Das ist das Zeug, was er verkaufen sollte. Haben wir alles. Search Cust's Room. Und noch irgendwas versteckt. Da haben wir schon 4 von 4. Ist da vielleicht noch was weiter im Raum, was wir gerade nicht sehen?
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Ja, ja. Da haben wir 6 von 6. Tja, wir müssen noch was finden in diesem Raum, aber ich weiß gerade nicht wo. Da ist noch was mich interessieren würde, aber ich weiß nicht, ob ich da hinkomme irgendwie. Hier ist doch... Ist da ein Messer im Stuhlbein oder so? Außerdem liegt das Messer jetzt wieder hier. Das ist ja ganz seltsam. Ja. Also wie gesagt, irgendwas fehlt uns noch. Wir wissen aber gerade nicht was. Und ja, da würde ich auch sagen, wir suchen heute gar nicht mehr den ganzen Rest. Machen wir diese Stelle also lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.